How to talk in English. My daily life often felt like an uphill battle, shrouded in a mist of unspoken words. The constant desire to communicate effectively in English gnawed at me, a silent frustration. Simple conversations became daunting mountains, and expressing even the most basic thoughts seemed an insurmountable task. This pervasive struggle, day in and day out, weighed heavily on my spirit, making every interaction a test of endurance and resolve. I vividly recall moments standing frozen, words caught in my throat, while others effortlessly exchanged pleasantries. That crushing feeling of inadequacy was a constant companion. The world seemed to speak a language I only partially understood, and my voice remained trapped within. This profound isolation fueled a deep longing for change, a fervent desire to break free from these linguistic shackles forever. Then, a revelation struck: the profound importance of reading English. It wasn't just about vocabulary, it was about internalizing sentence structures and natural phrasing. Reading became my secret weapon, a quiet sanctuary where words flowed effortlessly, preparing my mind for the spoken word. This vital practice laid the foundational groundwork for all future progress, shaping my understanding deeply. Specifically, immersing myself in English story reading proved transformative beyond measure. Stories, with their engaging narratives, transported me from mere word lists into vibrant, living language. They offered context, emotion, and relatable scenarios, making learning feel less like a chore and more like an adventure. Each page turn brought new insights and a deeper connection to the language's rhythm and flow. Through captivating plots and compelling characters, my brain naturally absorbed grammar rules without conscious effort. The joy of following a tale overshadowed any perceived difficulty, fostering a genuine love for the language. This delightful immersion built a comprehensive mental library of common expressions and idiomatic phrases, which proved invaluable later in my speaking endeavors and improved recall. But why practice speaking, truly? Reading filled my mind, but speaking brought the words to life. The transition from passive intake to active output is crucial. It solidifies knowledge, builds muscle memory in your mouth, and develops the confidence needed for real-world interactions. Without speaking, all the reading in the world remains theoretical knowledge, dormant and unused in daily life. The fear of making mistakes often paralyzes learners, but overcoming this fear is paramount. Every stumble is a step forward, a learning opportunity. Embrace imperfection as part of the journey. The goal isn't flawless perfection from day one, but consistent progress. This mindset shift empowers you to push past hesitation and bravely engage in authentic conversations. So, how do you actually speak with people? Start small. Engage with patient friends, language exchange partners, or even try talking to yourself in the mirror. Focus on conveying your message, not on perfect grammar. Ask open-ended questions to keep conversations flowing naturally. Remember, communication is a two-way street, requiring both speaking and active listening to succeed. Finding opportunities is key. Online communities, language apps, and local meetup groups offer excellent avenues to connect with native speakers or fellow learners. Don't wait for the perfect moment, create it. Even a 5-minute chat can make a significant difference, chipping away at your shyness and building conversational fluency, one interaction at a time. The symbiotic relationship between listening and practicing cannot be overstated. Listen actively to podcasts, English news, movies, and music. Mimic the pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm you hear. Then, immediately try to incorporate new phrases into your own speech. This cycle of input and output rapidly accelerates your learning curve and natural language acquisition. Active listening means not just hearing words, but understanding context, nuances, and implied meanings. It's about being present in the conversation, ready to respond thoughtfully. This deep engagement improves your comprehension skills dramatically, making you a more effective communicator. The more you listen with purpose, the more confidently you can articulate your own thoughts. A remarkably effective technique is talk in English just one page per day. Take any English text, a story, an article, a chapter, and read it aloud. Then, without looking at the text, try to summarize or retell the content in your own words. This forces you to activate vocabulary and sentence structures, bridging the gap between reading and speaking effortlessly. This simple daily exercise builds immense verbal fluidity. It compels you to think on your feet, translating internal thoughts into external speech. You'll notice improvements in sentence construction, word recall, and overall coherence. It's a low-pressure way to practice extensive speaking without the immediate judgment of a listener, perfect for consistent self-improvement and progress. Confidence isn't found, it's built, brick by brick. Each small victory, every successful conversation, no matter how brief, contributes to your growing self-assurance. Acknowledge your progress, celebrate your efforts, and be kind to yourself. Remember that everyone starts somewhere, and consistent effort always yields positive results over time. Start with comfortable topics, perhaps about your hobbies or daily routine. As you gain comfort, gradually expand your conversational range. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes, and the less daunting future interactions will feel. Confidence is a direct byproduct of consistent action and incremental success, strengthening your resolve each day. Taking the first step is often the hardest, but absolutely essential. Don't overthink it. Just open your mouth and say something, anything. It could be a simple greeting, asking for directions, or ordering coffee. The first sound you make in English is a monumental triumph, shattering the mental barrier that holds you back from speaking. It doesn't matter if it's imperfect. What matters is the courage to begin. The initial awkwardness will fade with practice. Focus on progress, not perfection. Every word uttered, every sentence attempted, pushes you further along your language learning journey. This single brave step sets the entire momentum for your future fluency and success. Consistency truly is the master key to unlocking fluency. Short, regular practice sessions are far more effective than sporadic, marathon study times. 15 minutes daily devoted to reading, listening, or speaking will yield astonishing results over weeks and months. Build a routine, make English a part of your everyday life, and watch yourself transform. Embrace every mistake as a learning opportunity, not a failure. Mistakes highlight areas for improvement, guiding your focus. Don't be ashamed, native speakers make mistakes too. The brave act of trying, even imperfectly, is always more valuable than silent inaction. Learning is a continuous process of trial and error, so persist bravely. Set realistic, achievable goals. Instead of aiming for perfect fluency tomorrow, focus on specific improvements, learning 10 new words this week, having a 5-minute conversation without pauses, or understanding a short news clip. Small, consistent victories build momentum and prevent burnout, keeping your motivation high and spirits up for the long haul. Reconnect with your initial motivation. Why do you want to speak English? Is it for travel, career, connecting with people, or personal growth? Holding on to that why will fuel your persistence through challenging times. Let your passion be the engine that drives your daily practice, making the entire journey more meaningful and enjoyable. Create an immersive environment around you. Change your phone language to English, label items in your house with their English names, watch English TV shows with subtitles initially, then without. Surround yourself with the language, making it an unavoidable part of your daily existence. This constant exposure naturally accelerates your acquisition in comfort. Consider trying the shadowing technique. Listen to a short audio clip in English and then try to repeat it simultaneously, mirroring the speaker's rhythm, intonation, and speed. This trains your mouth and brain to produce natural English sounds, improving your pronunciation and speech flow remarkably. It's a powerful tool for vocal mastery. Recording your own speech can be incredibly insightful, if initially uncomfortable. Listen back to yourself critically but kindly. Identify areas where you struggle with pronunciation or phrasing. This self-assessment provides clear targets for improvement, allowing you to track progress over time. It's a private, effective way to refine your spoken English. Always remember that the primary purpose of language is communication. Don't get bogged down by grammatical perfection early on. Prioritize getting your message across clearly. As you speak more, accuracy will naturally improve. Focus on being understood. Clarity trumps absolute flawlessness in real-world conversations and interactions. Instead of memorizing long lists of isolated words, learn vocabulary in context. When you read a story, note down new words within their sentences. This helps you understand how words are used naturally and makes them easier to recall during conversations. Contextual learning makes words stick better, enriching your active vocabulary meaningfully. Maintain a language journal where you jot down new words, phrases, and sentences you encounter. Write about your day in English, even if it's just a few sentences. This integrates writing practice with speaking, strengthening your overall language skills. Reviewing your journal periodically reinforces learning and tracks your progress effectively. Seek out opportunities to genuinely engage with native English speakers. They are invaluable resources for natural expressions, cultural nuances, and real-time feedback. Don't be shy, most native speakers appreciate your effort to learn their language. Every interaction, however brief, provides authentic practice and builds real-world confidence. Try to stop translating in your head from your native language. This slows down your speech and makes it sound unnatural. Instead, practice thinking directly in English. Start with simple thoughts, like describing objects around you or narrating your actions. This direct thinking builds fluency and spontaneity in your conversations. Integrate English into mundane, everyday tasks. Make your shopping list in English, read recipes in English, or follow online tutorials in English. The more you use the language in practical, low-stakes situations, the more comfortable and natural it becomes. This constant, gentle exposure reinforces learning without feeling like studying. Acknowledge and celebrate every small victory. Manage to order coffee correctly? Great! Understood a joke in an English movie? Fantastic! These small successes accumulate, building confidence and motivating you to continue. Don't wait for perfection to feel proud, celebrate the progress you're making every single day consistently. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be days when you feel frustrated or stuck. On those days, remember to be patient with yourself. Perseverance is key. Even slow progress is still progress. Keep going, keep trying, and trust the process. Your efforts will undoubtedly pay off. Recall the immense satisfaction when you finally understand a complex sentence, or when a native speaker understands you effortlessly. That feeling is incredibly rewarding and serves as powerful motivation. Hold on to those moments of clarity and connection. They remind you why you started this journey and fuel your desire to continue learning. Sometimes, dedicating specific time to pronunciation practice can be incredibly beneficial. Use online resources, pronunciation apps, or even a simple dictionary with audio functions. Focus on tricky sounds, word stress, and sentence intonation. Clear pronunciation significantly enhances your intelligibility and confidence in speaking English. Avoid comparing your progress to others. Everyone's learning journey is unique, with different starting points and paces. Your only competition is yourself from yesterday. Focus on your own growth, celebrate your personal milestones, and be proud of the consistent effort you are putting in each and every day diligently. Experiment with different learning methods to discover what works best for you. Some people thrive on structured lessons, others prefer self-study through reading and listening, while some learn best by actively speaking. Find your personal learning style and tailor your approach accordingly. Enjoy the process of discovery. Utilize the vast array of technological tools available. Language learning apps, online dictionaries, pronunciation guides, and interactive websites can supplement your learning immensely. Podcasts for various levels, YouTube channels dedicated to English learners, and online communities offer endless resources for practice and engagement effectively. Beyond the one-page-per-day summary, simply reading any English text aloud is a powerful practice. It trains your mouth and tongue muscles, improves your rhythm, and connects the written word to the spoken sound. This habit reinforces correct pronunciation and builds fluidity, making speech feel more natural and effortless. Singing along to English songs is a fun and effective way to improve pronunciation and rhythm. Pay attention to the lyrics, try to mimic the singer's articulation, and let yourself enjoy the music. This casual practice helps embed natural intonation patterns and boosts your confidence in vocalizing English sounds. If formal conversation partners are scarce, Engage in role-playing by yourself or with a patient friend. Simulate real-life scenarios like ordering food, asking for directions, or having a job interview. This imaginative practice prepares you for authentic interactions, reducing anxiety when the actual situation arises unexpectedly. Regularly review what you've learned. New vocabulary and grammar points can fade if not reinforced. Dedicate a few minutes each day or week to revisit previous material. Spaced repetition systems can be very effective for this. Consistent review strengthens retention and ensures continuous progress in your English journey. Don't worry excessively about having an accent. Everyone has one, even native speakers. The goal is clear communication, not erasing your unique linguistic background. Focus on intelligibility. A slight accent adds character and is perfectly normal, so don't let it hinder your desire to speak confidently. Learning English opens up a world of new perspectives and opportunities. You can consume global news directly, enjoy international media, and connect with people from diverse cultures. Embrace this journey not just as language acquisition, but as a gateway to broader understanding and enriched personal experiences universally. Maintain a strong sense of curiosity. Ask questions, look up unfamiliar words, and seek out new information in English. This proactive approach makes learning an active, engaging process rather than a passive chore. Curiosity fuels discovery and keeps your language learning journey vibrant and continuously evolving. Regularly visualize yourself speaking English fluently and confidently. Imagine successful conversations, presenting ideas clearly, and understanding complex discussions. Positive visualization can significantly boost your motivation and reduce anxiety. Believe in your ability to achieve your goals. A positive mindset is a powerful asset. If possible, join an English conversation club or a Toastmasters international group. These environments provide a safe, supportive space to practice speaking in front of others, receive constructive feedback, and build public speaking skills. The camaraderie and shared goals can be incredibly motivating and beneficial. Vary your reading materials. Don't stick to just one genre. Explore news articles, blogs, fiction, non-fiction, and even technical manuals if they interest you. Exposure to diverse vocabulary and writing styles broadens your understanding and makes your English more versatile for various real-life situations. When speaking, try to use more descriptive language. Instead of just saying good, try excellent, fantastic, or remarkable. This enriches your vocabulary in active use and makes your speech more engaging and precise. Deliberately expanding your expressive range improves overall fluency significantly. There will be moments of doubt and frustration, but the most important thing is to never give up. Every single day of consistent effort brings you closer to your goal. Your persistence is your greatest strength. Keep going, keep speaking, keep learning, and your fluency will undoubtedly blossom over time. Remember that your journey is uniquely yours. Embrace your progress at your own pace, celebrating every small step forward. The struggle you face today will become the story of your success tomorrow. Believe in your capability and commit to the process. Your English transformation awaits patiently for your dedicated effort. Consistency is the silent architect of mastery. It's not about huge leaps, but small, steady steps taken daily. Just like a river carves a canyon, consistent practice shapes your language skills, transforming effort into effortless communication. Embrace this power, and watch your English fluency unfold naturally. Turn your English practice into an unbreakable habit. Attach it to something you already do daily, like reading English news while having coffee, or listening to a podcast during your commute. Habits require less willpower, making consistency easier to maintain and ensuring continuous improvement over time effectively. Engage with English-speaking culture. Watch movies, listen to music, follow social media accounts, or read about traditions. Understanding the cultural context enriches your language learning, making expressions more meaningful and memorable. This holistic approach deepens your connection to the language and its speakers. Be incredibly patient with yourself throughout this process. Learning a new language is a complex cognitive task, and plateaus are natural. Recognize that progress isn't always linear. Trust that your consistent effort, even when it feels slow, is building invaluable neural pathways for future fluency to emerge gracefully. Your journey to speaking confident English begins right now, with this very moment. Take that first small step, read that one page, say that one sentence. Every effort counts. Embrace the process, celebrate the small wins, and watch as your daily struggle transforms into a story of incredible linguistic triumph.